Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Yo, we're back. Appreciate y'all, man. I know this week's not been super consistent, but listen, it never was gonna be. I'm like still half sick. I know it's probably annoying coming live like when I'm coming live, but I know I need to work on it. But also, honestly, this week's just been like a filler week. Like I'm trying to see how I feel. You know what I mean? If I feel okay, I'll come live. It's just I'm trying to get it in when I can. But yeah, just haven't felt great this week, and so that's the situation. But we're here right now, so what's good? Weedle Zombie Swordfish, cool name. Good morning. What's up? Pin Pan. All right. Yeah, try to get some trades going. Let's pull up some charts. All right, what do we got going on here? Only just kind of started looking at NQ right now. It's continuing lower on NQ, like breaking key support levels. Like we're under 25,000 now. I have a couple more levels. I mean, there's plenty of levels to go off of because we were in this range for so long. So I mean, you've got like a gap there that we're kind of within here on the daily. Anyways, extremes are at like 24 400s and 24 100s. I've been meaning to pull this up just to get a broader kind of let's pull up like a 100-day and a 200-day EMA. Okay, we're well under the 100-day. And almost at the 200. Hey, how are you, man? I'm doing okay, man. How are you? So we're almost at the 200 EMA on the daily on NQ. That's interesting. Well, we're under VWAP right now. We're kind of setting a bit of a range, so be a little bit patient. See if we can maybe catch a breakout trade, but be a little bit patient. Pull the hourly up over here. I would just yeah, I would like to take this market lower, maybe into session lows, but as long as we're under VWAP, that's the direction I want to be. Like always trying to be trading with the trend. This market's not been easy to short. I'm sure y'all know. Okay, my forehead looks as white as a damn cue ball. Let's turn this maybe. My head just looks so white. Like I haven't gotten any sun, which I guess I haven't. You know, it's funny, even on the cruise, I'm trying to figure out the lighting here. Even on the cruise, like we did not get any sunlight. Trying to find a natural lighting that doesn't make my head look like a cue ball. That'll have to work. How was the cruise? It was good, man. Thanks for asking. Yeah, like what I was saying is we were in just the casino the whole time, which was fun. But we were like literally on a mission to grind to get, you know, kind of the tier status of you know, next time we go on, we'll have free drinks in the casino. We have, you know, some other perks, discounts, stuff like that. So we were just, it was honestly a bit of a job. We were on there like actually grinding. Felt like an XP grind in like a video game. But yeah, we didn't get, I mean, we were just in the casino the whole time. I guess that's why I look so white. I mean, that's probably why I got sick too. I didn't like, we were just inside the ship the whole time. Ayla, watching, appreciate that, car. Happy to see you back. I appreciate it. I'm getting back. We're getting back. Can I delete my VWAP off my tick chart but leave it on? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say, it gets super confusing when on the VWAP, like we're, you know what I mean? It's just, it's never accurate. Going to cruise Saturday for a week? Dude, quick suggestion. Bring some like preventative maybe medicine just in case you start to feel, I don't know, just to stay ahead of it. I don't know, just drink plenty of water and use the damn Germex that they have on before you go into like every room. They have like a Germex stand. Use that for sure. This is a vertical 100-point rally. What are we doing? We're going here, chat. So we had a test of VWAP that was sitting at like 824. You can see that on the tick chart. Let me draw VWAP since we don't have it. This is what we're looking at. That's literally VWAP right now. But yeah, we tested at 824, kind of came down, held these lows, kept seeing buyers attempt to bid it back up. Finally caught at 720 and just no pullback on this. Now we're retesting this high at 860. That probably will break given the nature of how strong this buying is. I mean, you're looking at 850s just running here. So expect to see 870s maybe, 870s, 880s. Next high that you have to worry about is another 100 points. Hey, you're back. How's the cruise? It was good, man. It was great. Thanks for asking. As much as I hate to admit it, this is really starting to look like a solid support now off the intraday low here at 550s, and you're back above VWAP. I think just trying to you know, even though we are in kind of a downtrend on the daily and everything, as long as this all holds, it's a reversal pattern. It's looking strong. And then you have the overnight highs just above us. Another 2, 3. Doesn't look far, but it is. 300 points. We'll see what happens though. We might battle here at VWAP honestly for a little while. How are you feeling today? Honestly, not bad, man. Thanks for asking. It's like day 6, day 7 of this sickness here. I feel fine. I can't stop the cough. I can't stop the cough, and it comes in like, I cough once and it turns into like 5 coughs. I just can't stop it. And it's not even like my throat really hurts or anything. It's just can't stop it. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Good to be back. This needs to hold some, you know, it has to hold some structure up here above 840s, 850s to continue higher. Otherwise, it could just fizzle out. We are in a downtrend, right? So every rally, you want to kind of lean on the side of expecting it to fail. We'd have to break. You need to break 960s. So this thing needs to muster up another 100 points. See what it can do. I like that though. I like how weak this structure is looking. Like this was holding a range for a long while. Kind of have equal lows down there. And then I'm not saying this is out of reach, but given where we are right now, it kind of feels a little bit further away to reach another 100 points. So could be a good kind of area to maybe start to eye up some shorts if we see weakness, of course. If we see weakness. But right now we're just kind of battling VWAP. Yo, Tap, appreciate the follow, man. Bitcoin don't stop, brother. Hey, we were looking at a level on the daily here that if we don't hold it, it's Armageddon on Bitcoin. Yeah, we're at it right now. What happens when Bitcoin's into the 50s, 40s, 30s? Not to spook y'all, but I actually don't own any Bitcoin, so. I was surprised when a lot of people were loading up with how weak this range was here. Just from like a trader perspective, the TA here was not looking bullish at all. And I saw a lot of traders like, you know, talking about their investments and how they're loading up on Bitcoin here in the 80s when it just was not, even after we had put in this pattern where you have a weak range, like it's stuck in a 4,000 or 5,000 range here, 4,000 or 5,000 point range, had a failed breakout, saw increasing volume on these candles on the way down, gets stuck back in this yucky range with all these lows here to be taken, and people were still buying it. Kind of a head and shoulders. I mean, this shoulder is much more shallow, but it's kind of a head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head. This shoulder is way lower though. It's kind of like the hunchback at Notre Dame shoulder, but it was a head and shoulders pattern. I hate trying to take buys off head and shoulder patterns. Yes, they work. Head and shoulder patterns work. Yeah, but I was a little bit surprised with how many people were buying it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that chart looks like a pump and dump a little bit. Just keeps dumping. It's dumping right now. So is NQ. Head and shoulders works because the lower low. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you'd enter. Yeah, I was interested in. I mean, I did take that trade on Bitcoin. I took this trade from 88 to like 80. I caught somewhere in here. It was one session. I think it was here to here. I don't know exactly where it was, as a matter of fact, but maybe it was here. No, I think it was. I caught like 5,000 points on it. Then I stopped looking at it and we just kept dumping. But this is really what I liked, was like how weak this range was. And then the way we rejected on the breakout. And then these candles increasing in size, gaining volume. And then on the retest of support, really weak buying price action. So from there, it was, yeah, looking for shorts. I only took one trade on the past 2 weeks on it when I should have just been focusing on it. But I caught somewhere in here, I forget exactly. But that's a market I should have been focusing on heavy. I had a good eye for it, but didn't quite focus on it how I should have. Biggest pump and dump, like most drawn out, most drawn out, hyped up pump and dump ever. Could be. It's like everybody was right about it. I don't think it can technically go to zero, but I don't know. Drop to 720 would make your day, they say. Let's pull NQ back up. We're retesting VWAP. Wouldn't be surprised to see it reject here. I'm looking at this on the tick chart over here. We're just not catching a bid here off 800s. New 5-minute just opened up over here, trying to flush under 800. It's a nice pivot off of 816 there. We're waiting for a short opportunity. I'm not really liking that buying off of the 90s. I don't like that bounce. Me and you think the same. That's the hard part, isn't it? Like, say, it's easy for me to say I don't like that bounce when I'm not in the trade, but like when you're in the trade, can you still say I don't like that bounce and be able to get out of it when money's on the line? Hey, what's up, Mala? See, now I'm interested. Now that we're rejecting that bounce, I'm kind of interested in it. No duck race. No duck race today. This market's been very difficult to like get an actual short trade on without getting chopped up unless you get into it overnight. We've been dumping out of the open more often than not, so it's been hard to get short like during the New York session because it's just maybe a little bit of bleeding out of the open if it wasn't a bigger dump in the overnight, and then we just find recovery, and it's hard to get short, re-short, try to get short again. I've noticed. Getting short again past 10 a.m. is like difficult. The market will go through like patterns like that. Just like very vague, you know, like very general, like, okay, out of the open it sells, recovery, you know, past 10 a.m. recovery. Can't exactly know where all the prices are going to be, but general sentiment sometimes the market will latch on to patterns like that. That's been the pattern the past couple days, or this week at least. Dumps out of the open. Anybody trying to get short again out of the open, good luck. It's kind of difficult because we just get recovery, slow recovery. So what's up, Bugs? How's it going, man? I want to believe we're not just going to trend all the way up into the data high, but it's nothing technically stopping us. We've broken resistance. We're in an uptrend here for what it's worth on the 5-minute. Not the strongest structure behind us, but we are in an uptrend. We're above VWAP. It's a nice pivot off of 70s. Try to get short on this retest here. A little retracement. I'm gonna try to get short. Manual stops, you know, back if we break another high again. I'm liking how slow we're moving through the highs here. This is kind of a range, maybe a bit of a range trade. Maybe look for low 800s. It's a slow move up here on the 5-minute. Every time we break the high, we're getting sizable retracements, right? Even here, we got 70 points. Break the high, start to see some exhaustion. I'm gonna get short here and see if we can get at least a nice retracement, if not flip the trend here a little bit intraday. Right, get a nice retracement, if not try to flip the trend a little bit. This is a decent entry if we can break structure to the downside, maybe take this low back, start testing support here at 730s. Could be a good, and especially with where we're at, could be a good spot to start adding, but we needed first an aggressive move off of the entry, so we'll see what happens. Stops on the gold and silver limit on TopStep. Apex is doing it too. I don't know, man. Honestly, like they have to do it. They're gonna get. I mean, I think most prop firms have got a business with the way gold and silver is moving and the way people are. I don't want to say people are gambling on it, but think about if a slot machine is like so hot that it's never gonna not hit. Like you can literally go and just pay for. Imagine going to a slot machine that you know, right? The pattern of this slot machine in the corner of the casino. I don't know why I'm using this analogy. It's gonna give you, right, eight or nine times out of 10, you know, put your voucher in, which is you paying for a $50 combine, and it's gonna give you a fucking $15,000 hit. It's just, it's not. I mean, it's literally not profitable. They can't stay in business with that environment right now. If you really want to go trade it though, you can. I don't suggest it, but I don't suggest trading metals on a live account, but that's the other alternative. You've been in a casino for too long. Well, it's true. No, there's great metals traders, but listen, guys, most of them are, and it's appealing, right? Like most of them are right now just fucking full point. It costs them, like the RR is insane. It costs them $50 to buy an XFA, and they're literally just like, okay, I just one gold or silver trade. It's true. I'm not saying all of them are gamblers, but at the moment it's just not a profitable business model, and that's just the nature of that market right now. It's totally parabolic. There's that, and then what do I want to do here? I'm trying to think. I just want to see. Like, I don't think we're gonna break out too hard. This is more or less just rangy. Give it a little bit of air. But what was I gonna say? It's not even that. It's also like if you have a brokerage account, they're restricting margin on metals as well. So, I mean, you could make that argument, right? What are we gonna do? I mean, are we breaking out? I really don't think we are. I think it's 5 points at a time, and then we're setting another range. Let's see. I could be wrong. We could just break out. I don't really think we are, though. Take a couple extra points on the stop if I'm wrong, but I don't really think I am. What are we doing, NQ? Ooh. Wouldn't be a stream if my $900 mic setup didn't crash out. Wouldn't be a BPC stream if the nice ass Shure microphone and the nice ass audio interface didn't take a shit. You know, it just wouldn't be the same. What did y'all miss? I feel like I just went on a rant. Yeah, just imagine you owned a prop firm, bro, and you had to pay somebody. Imagine you owned a prop firm. Imagine you owned a prop firm, and a trader comes up to you with every intention to fucking full port gold. He comes out, he says, "Here's how much for a 50K XFA? 50 bucks? Okay, here, take it. All right, I'm gonna pass the combine. Okay, 3 days later, they come back to you and they hit you with, oh, you offered 1 day payouts, and I just full ported 5 minis on silver, and look, I made $84,000. So with that 50 bucks that I paid you, and it's great for the trader, don't get me wrong, but you got to think from there. Imagine you own a prop firm, and they said, okay, the $50 I gave you, I turned that into $84,000 full porting silver. Run me my money, please, Mr. Prop Owner. I mean, isn't that what makes prop firms appealing? Yes, and what's happening is that it's literally the dream of that right now is actually so achievable, too easy right now because of the metals. That's the exact issue. I mean, that is the appeal. I mean, yeah, it is, but you can't have. But that wasn't the question. The question was, imagine you're a prop firm owner. You're trying to flip it. Imagine you're a prop firm owner and somebody pays you $50 for an XFA and they turn into $45,000. Imagine even if 1 in every 100 traders are doing that, right? Say only 1% of traders are doing that. You have 100 traders pay you, $100 for an XFA. If only one of those traders hit a fucking $20,000 trade on silver, right? It doesn't matter if 99 others blow up. It just doesn't matter. Okay, this is starting to look good now. If this wants to cooperate, maybe we'll be able to add into it. Who knows? I want to see like weak structure set up here. I want to see a low. I want to see that low at 740s get tested. Somebody on TikTok. Okay, I'm just pulling up the TikTok chat. Guys, I'm on YouTube, so I'm not reading the chat over here. And we're getting cooked to the upside. Somebody in the TikTok, I don't know if they're lying, said they made 500K on metals in a month. I don't deny. I mean, I believe that, yeah. Okay. I'm liking how we're putting in levels that I can kind of put my risk up against, right? Valid levels like 835. If we can break back under 800 and start to pull back into the previous range down here, that could start to become a valid level to put my risk on. Maybe even add in against it. So we'll see. I want to see us under 800. I want to see us kind of break out of the range here and start trending lower. We can trend lower, break 780s, pull into these lows in the 30s. I would love to start trying to get short and then start filling in some of these candles as well. Start adding to the short, rather. Right now, we're just kind of waiting to see if we're going to get chopped up or we can actually start to flip to the downside. For that reason, it's a little bit, because we are still rangy and haven't truly broken the lows, it's a little bit premature to try to add into anything right now. Because I'd be pulling the average down, right? That's my goal, is to be adding in, but I'd be pulling my average down while we're still in the range. Right now, I'd be lucky to just not get ticked out, even at the break even. So I'm waiting to see if we can break lows and start to pick up some momentum to the downside. Just a waiting game right now, with the intention to add into the position. So we're just waiting. Kind of feels like we might just get chopped up, though. This market's gone a little bit flatline. Appreciate those kind words, Cast. Just watching, man. I'm wanting the structure to weaken a little bit more down here in the 780s. I want to see retest. Then I might try to anticipate that we're going to break through it, but right now we're just chopping. It'd be premature to try to add in anything right now because I'm going to instantly bring my average down. Like, I just want to not get taken out break even, allow the structure to weaken, and then I'm going to look to try to take a trade in it. Like right now, this is starting to look a little bit better. A lot of it is get the timing right on it. If I get the timing wrong on it, we could get taken out break even before we actually break down, which is not a fun time. But with the tick chart, man, the order based chart, I actually get a pretty good read on when is the right time to add, more often than not. But you got to think, I'm still like, we're still in a 40-point window of where I can get taken out here. Like, this is starting to look, that 5 minutes opening up, I'm watching it. I don't want to wait too long. We haven't technically broken, that's the issue, right? You know what I wish they would add on Project X, where when I add too short, it's going to bring my average down here and my stop's going to remain the same. Does anybody know how, if I can be adding and my stop will always stick with this, with the order, and just kind of stay break even the whole time I add? This is where I want to be adding. I'm gonna be adding and trying to get out at 70s here, 70s, 60s. That might have been shitty. We'll see what happens. See, didn't I have to drag the stop back? We either go here or we just chop. I don't really want to be in chop, so I'm okay with whatever happens here. See a pivot off the 800s. Yeah, I wish it could do hotkeys. Okay, someone's gonna have to teach me, man, low key. I added 2 more. I'm in 6 now. Gotta hold that 805 level. Man, this thing's a piece of shit. I hate when the market won't break like this. We would look for like 760s here, 750s. All right, I'm in full. If we don't break here, it's just a dud. Oh, we could pick up some volume to the downside here. That'd be awesome. It's kind of barely breaking, hesitating a little bit. Don't love that. Don't love when we break the low and just slow way down. Trying to give it one more chance. Yeah, not liking that. Watching this 91 to be a pivot. I want to see it break out. Yeah, this is like still kind of rangy. I'm gonna put it right there. I like that pivot. In fact, I might follow it into the candle a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna follow that pivot down. If we retesting it taken out, it is what it is. We don't want to get any follow through the downside. It's okay. We'll take like a small winner, I guess. Well, what can you do? That's what we got. That's what makes me miss gold sometimes. If that was gold, come on, that trade would be butter. That trade would be butter if that was gold, right, chat? All right, Fade, are you still here? Wait, I need somebody to walk me through this, Loki. Hotkeys. Okay, let's look at hotkeys. Because I use this a lot. I need to... What do we got? How do we get to hot preference? No. How do you get to hotkeys, chat? Under options. Settings is not options, right? On the left. Settings? No, I feel like I've seen it somewhere. Where is it? Settings. Oh, okay, hotkeys. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for break even. Oh, wait, we're gonna cook with this. We're gonna cook. What should it be? Spacebar? Not getting key. No chance we're getting key binds. We're leveling up. Set it to B. Oh, that makes sense. Or E. B or E. Space to flatten. Do I set something for flatten? Shift E. That seems confusing. Arrows for buy sell. Oh god. I think I'd rather just click to do all that. Maybe we'll do flatten and break even. Maybe I think that'd be fine. All right. Well, that was a good cut because now we're just bleeding up. InQ's bullshitting. All right, so let's test this for the sake of just getting in a trade to see what happens. If we go here, wait, I hit B and it didn't go break even. Do I have to hit shift? I have to activate it. The H. What H? What are we looking at now? Oh, I guess I could just hit this every time too. H icon in the order book. Yeah, see, bro. So confusing. Where's the H icon? Add the order book. The DOM? No. It just, does it have to be up? So I don't see an H. Oh, this? Does the DOM have to be on my screen though? Yeah, I got it. Bet. It has to be up. That's kind of stupid. It has to be up, huh? Oh wait, no. That's wrong. Look. Right here, I have an H. Oh, so we're chilling. So now if I hit B, oh yeah, we cooking. Oh wait, oh this is sick. Oh, this is sick. I just sized in and went break even. It's gonna be a dud, but that's okay. I just wanted to test it. Okay, no, we're good now. Yeah, bet. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, I wanted to test that out a little bit. You can close the DOM but leave the order. Yes. I don't know. I didn't feel like that was there before, but now it is. That's sick. I just gotta remember to like actually do that. Deactivates after session, so reactivate. Okay, bet. Oh. If we can get under 70s, I want to try to go break even. See if it works. We just might be in it. We might be in it for the chop at this point. But if we can break under 70s here, I mean, we can go make a run for these lows at 730s. That's really what I'm interested in seeing happen, maybe. All right, NQ, we'll wait. We'll wait for you to do something interesting. Use TradeSyncer? I was, but I don't know if I'm going to use it anymore. It doesn't do well. Like this is my priority, is my TopStep live account. Like I trade others, but this is the main one that I'm always like on and trading. And I actually do like Project X. And it just doesn't do well. It just doesn't do well as the lead account on Project X. It doesn't copy the orders correctly. It doesn't. It's just annoying. It's annoying to use. So for that reason, I don't like using it. Like TradeSync just doesn't work well with like Project X to TradeAvate accounts for some reason. Can we actually break lower instead of just chopping around? What about trade copy? I honestly think that none of the trade copiers are going to do that well with Project X to TradeAvate. I don't, something within the program of those two just doesn't work. Trying to catch a breakdown trade through the 60s here if it wants to cooperate. But we're moving too slow for my liking. Like, can we break more than 2 points before coming back up and catching a breath? We need to see this run down to the 30s. Hit the camera. All right, I'm gonna go break even here and try to add in and go break even again. Like, I want to just see this run to the 30s here. It just won't, like, we just can't go without fucking bouncing back up 15 points. This thing's disgusting. All right. I'm not going to keep trading. Let's, I don't know. I don't know. Wrist chopping to shit. Disgusting, actually. You mostly trade TopStep. It's a live account on TopStep. People seem to like when I trade it. It's my primary account. So yeah, I just, this is the account that I mainly trade. And because it's a Project X account, it doesn't work well with trying to copy trade it to TradeAvate accounts. That's just kind of the situation. My hotkeys aren't working. Well, everybody in the chat told me that you have to come up here. Oh, you can't even see it because I didn't realize that. You come up here to the order book or whatever it is. I guess y'all couldn't see it. That's why, yeah, but you hit the H and enable hotkeys. That's how you do it. Look how choppy we are right now. I like Project X. I like Project X because it gives me tick charts. I also feel like the data is more up to date than TradingView. TradingView is just glitchy sometimes, man, when you're trading on it. And I don't like TradeAvate. So yeah, Project X is the one I like. What is flatten all? It just means closing all the open positions that you have on. Canceling all the orders that you have. TradingView is laggy. I mean, it is. Like it's just slow and glitchy. It's just slow and glitchy. The candles are like impossible. Alpha's coming. Yeah, no, they are. I don't know exactly what that is, but I saw something like that. My opinion, trading views not made to day trade on. Reran from broker to charting platform. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I'm still interested in trying to catch this breakdown, but it's just so choppy right now. Well, hey guys, I appreciate y'all. I know it's been a rough. I know the market's been crazy, but yeah, past week and a half, 2 weeks, I was on a cruise, came back sick. Just now getting back into the groove. Appreciate y'all pulling back up in numbers, man. Y'all are real for that. Y'all are real for that. And I know that streaming hasn't been consistent, but it's literally just been when I feel like decent enough, I come on. I'll be on tonight. I'm trying to. I mean, we weren't here Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday was just rough. Like not feeling good either. I'm starting to feel better. I'm gonna be live tonight too. Be the last live night session of the week. Welcome back. Appreciate y'all. Don't tease me in Q. If you're gonna break down, you need to break down. I don't want to play this game with you. It's a nice pivot off the 780s. I'm starting to like this again. I'm gonna try to get short here. Try to get short here. I'll stop it if we re-break that high at 85. I'm looking for the breakdown under 730s here. I want to see this high at 85 hold. $74 might create another kind of final pivot that we can have our risk against. Maybe now if we re-break 74, I don't like it. I'm in 5. I'll go break even on the break of 750. I'll go break even on the break of 750. Right now I have a manual stop. I don't want to see it back in the 80s. Under 750s, I'm break even. I don't want to see too much hesitation right here. Needs to go. Needs to break 750s. Like that pivot off 65. Need to hold that high. Need to hold that as the high, 65. Yeah, not loving it. See this rejection at 75 looks like. If not, I want to cut it. Love that pivot off of 70s. You just need to hold. If this candle can flip, I'm going to add 2 more and try to get break even quick on the breakthrough 50s. Added 1 more. Added another. If we break that high, I'm out. In fact, I'll put a hard stop there. Look to go break even as this breaks 50. Gotta break 50, man. Got to. All right, I'm break even now. I'm looking for 30s. Maybe break at 30s. Oh, nice breakthrough 730s. Picking up some volume now. This could lose support here. Looking at support on the 5-minute. And with increasing volume on the way down, I want to see 720s break here. Don't like that bounce. I want to see a strong pivot off of 35s. I don't want to stay too long. I almost want to put my stop in this wick, which I will do right now, because we're looking for the break of 720s with volume. Here we go. 720s breaking down. Sitting up around 500 on this trade. Looking to cover maybe into the low 700s. See if we can get under 700s here. We have momentum. Nice, losing 720s. Sellers grabbing it. Sellers aggressively breaking 720s. I don't want to see you break that high at 27. Don't want to trail it too tight, but I think we can flush. I think we can break 700s here. Trailing. All right, I'm going to cover 3. Took off half the position, which was a good exit. So we're full out there, up 1600 on the day on a momentum breakdown trade on the 500 tick chart. That was clean, low-key. Although I think we keep going lower. But I'm trying to respect the trails a little bit better. See, we can break 700s here. I think that was a good exit, more or less. Yeah, adding. Well, I always like to be adding. Y'all know me. If y'all are new here, like that's what it's about. Starting position small with tight risk, adding whenever it starts working out. Break even all the way as soon as possible. And trying to exit at the best possible time. Sometimes I could do better on those, but you know. It's not about being perfect, right? Trading's not about being perfect. I'm never gonna enter at the perfect spot or exit at the perfect spot. It's about being emotionally disciplined, managing your risk, adding into winners. Adding into winners helps. Keep the risk break even if you want to. That's what I do. Just add into the winners. That hotkey is fire. Just add, keep it break even. Just add the heck out of it. Trader Tom, I've heard of them. I don't think I've really watched any of that. But yeah, no, adding, I mean, just like adding into winners and starting it small, and if it's wrong, it's wrong, and it's a small loss, and if it's right, it's right. Like we took that trade, and that's not, you're not always going to get the highest trade accuracy out of those, but I mean, we took that trade, and y'all saw my risk was at 150 bucks. I had a hard stop in at 150 bucks, and we made, because we were adding, we made 600 bucks. So, and it was nothing more than a 1-to-1 trade, right? But because we're adding in as we're, you know, breaking through the level we're interested in, it's suddenly, and staying break even, suddenly, you know, it's what, you know, what, 6-to-1 or 4-to-1, whatever it is. You're having long and low of the day? I don't think so. I think this market's still in a downtrend, so that was a good exit though. In hindsight, it's a good exit. Yeah, I'll be live tonight. I'll be live tonight as well. Hey man, everybody in the YouTube, man, make sure y'all hit the like button. Helps a lot. Appreciate it. Bitcoin's just like, we're just not going to talk about it. We're just not going to talk about it. I don't think this thing's just melting lower and lower and lower, lower and lower and lower. We're back to 2024 levels, man. Early 2024 or mid 2024. If we break that, then what? People think that Bitcoin can't pull back like super aggressively. I remember when Bitcoin was at 70,000 or something, it topped out for the first time, and then it's pulled all the way back to 12,000. Y'all remember that? Like that's a any market that can pull back that aggressively cannot just be something you just like throw money at just whenever it dips a little bit, right? I don't know. Hope you're getting better from the cruise. Appreciate that. I'm starting to feel better. Definitely feeling a little bit better. How long to set up Rise is getting paid to TradeFi started. You're gonna have to make a Rise account anyway, Stacks. So do that and get that done, and then whenever you have that, man, it's as simple as accepting, you know, signing an agreement and accepting the payment. Pretty much doesn't take longer than a day or two. How'd you activate the break-even key? See, now I'm having to do tutorials on it. I forget. Okay, so I went over here to settings, and then I went to hotkeys, and then you come down to break even at the bottom and set it to whatever key you want. Or you're asking how to activate it, and then you come over to you go to like the order book or whatever, the panel where you can put in your orders, and you hit the H, enable hotkeys. I don't think Rise has an app. I don't think they have an app. It's RISE. I don't think they have an app. Yeah, I don't think they have an app. I just go on the internet. What are your rules for adding into a trade? I'm trying to add into it as we're breaking a level. Always trying to stay break even. And that's really it. Waiting for structure to get as weak. If I'm looking for a break trade, like a breakout trade through a level, I'm waiting for structure to get as weak as possible, which means we've tested it in this case a low. We've tested it multiple times. We have failed breakouts to the upside. I want to see that structure get as weak as possible, and then from there I'm looking at a tick chart, finding like these lower highs or these pivots where sellers are stepping back in aggressively, trying to add into that strength, that selling strength, and anticipating a breakout, anticipating it, right? Because I know it's coming more often than not. That don't always happen, and you'll get stopped out break even, but adding in. Hopefully you can be getting in just, you know, this level or this level, and then going break even on the break, keeping it super tight. Then maybe add. You know, every situation is kind of different in how you feel it, but that's more or less the way I do it. Waiting for the structure to weaken. Looking for these final pivots on the 500 tick chart will go a long way. Keeping the risk tight. You can always re-enter. Remember, you can always re-enter. Starting small, building into it. Break even as soon as possible. As soon as it makes sense, you kind of want to be like, we're retesting this low, and I'm anticipating it to break. We're trying to be break even anywhere in here, you know, 10-15 point range, trying to just be break even. Because honestly, these final pivots, like if we're going to break a low, these final pivots should not really get a lot of follow through if we break them. Like you don't want to see them break to the upside and get follow through, right? These should just be all levels that we kind of just reject off of and look to kind of head back to these lows. So I mean, they're decent spots to kind of eyeball. Like if we break this high and run, I'm trying to cut out. Tend to do reversal trades. Any tips on how to avoid catching falling knives? Yeah, you can wait till reversal actually happens, but you can wait till reversal actually happens. Then try to trade it. It's hard to just guess where a bottom's going to be more often than not. I will say, yeah, general thing is if we have momentum and the market's really volatile and we have momentum and we have candles with increasing size selling off and there's no indication of any weakening, if there's no indication of any weakening, I'm not just going to try to buy the bottom of this, or I'm not just going to try to buy it, not until I've seen, you know, some type of weakening, the candle body starting to shrink, something like that. But if we just have strong momentum to the one side, it's not a great idea to just try to buy that as a reversal trade. There has to be some type of strategy to it. I used to do it more, but I don't really. Every once in a while, I'll take retracement trades. I don't really take reversal trades anymore. I just kind of stopped. Yeah, this is, yeah, no, it definitely does. I agree. It's not really wanting to hold support. We have continued lower highs here, pushing into this low. Doesn't look great. I agree. Yeah, take it easy by the top. Look at the evals as a worth of fun. And didn't look at evals as investments or to get rich quick. I don't know, man. I think I think funded accounts are more or less a better, just like consistent, just be consistent trader. Honestly, it gets exhausting just trying to like full port everything all the time. It's just, I think it's better for your mental. I think everything's better when you just try to maybe compound your accounts, scale them, but just try to be consistent. Yeah. I think trying to get rich in one trade is the worst. I mean, it's the worst. It's everything like goes to crap. You don't follow any rules. You're risking way more than you should. You're inevitably hitting your drawdown. Just you're increasing the chances you're hitting your drawdown when you use so much size, like by 1,000%. Not giving yourself a chance. Like every trade is risking your entire drawdown. Not giving yourself a. I only say it because I've done it too, and I still kind of do it sometimes. It's just not. And it's easy because the funded accounts are so cheap, but and hit the strat. You can't get rich from one trade. That's true. I mean, I guess technically you can. If you, I mean, it's so hard to do. It's just not worth it whenever you can just be consistent. All right, NQ, we're just kind of melting lower. Nothing's been happening too quick, which is I like momentum, I like speed in these trades, and we're not getting that, but we are just melting through these lows right here. This is looking ugly. Willis said she's gonna go in out. What did we catch there? What did we catch there? I like that, man. Just look for the very high probability. Like the chance of us breaking this low on the 5-minute, even if it's just 10 points, is so high that I don't even mind that trade. Boom, boom, in and out. Like we had a horrible close on the 5-minute. Just a slow meltdown. Continue, like we're breaking support. Oh no! I hate when that happens. Oh, you caught 50s. Nice. Nice. We are just still melting down. This could get really interesting. Let me find out Bitcoin's still selling off. Oh crap, dude. We're BS in chat. Be careful. We're BSing. Be careful. I think we get under 690s here. I mean, this could, if we could pick up some volume and just kind of inverse some of these candles with that, with matching volume. We could if we get under 690s, because we're failing to hold. Like buyers are failing to hold, create support. Here is the issue. We're just stuck in like 90s to 720s right now. I would love to catch the breakthrough 690s. If we get 690s, there's no support. And we could pick up volume. I only say that because it's been such a slow kind of eerie sell-off that typically when you break, like when after this, because you have a rally and then it's a slow bleed, continued lower highs. Like whenever you see that there's no support, like eventually it just picks up volume and flushes. I'm gonna try to get short here on a quick breakdown. See if I totally regret this or not. See if we just chop around if I can catch this. I'm gonna see like 660s here, 650s. I want to see some volume through the lows here. It's either going to pick up volume and flush a nice 20, 30 points here, or it's kind of just going to be a bit of a dud. I like that rejection of 703. That's nice. Let's see it. Let's see 680s breakdown. Yeah, this might pick up some volume and get very interesting. For the sake of it, I'm going to add 2 more. I'm in 5. I'm going to try to go break even quick if we can get under 690s. Let's see it. Break even. Gotta be. This should pick up volume here. It either picks up volume and flushes to 660s. This either picks up volume and flushes to 60s, 50s, 40s, or it's just a dud. Don't stop me out. All right, it's a dud. That was just this is very simple. It's A or B. That for me is A or B. That's A or B. We're right here at 50%. We can't find support. This either flushes 30, 40 points or nothing happens at all. A or B, A or B. I still feel like we're going to. I might try it one more time. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm back in 5. I'll cut it if it gets too aggressive off these lows. A or B? We need to lose this level with some volume and momentum. That's the main thing. What I'm doing might look anal here, but I swear it's not. It's literally A or B. So yeah, I'm done. I tried that 2 times. I'm not gonna feel any FOMO if it flushes 30 points right here, but it needs to go. I'm not gonna play around with it. Probably will flush 30 points right here, but maybe premature to go break even, but this is exactly where you'd expect this to start just dumping. Very possible I managed it just way too tight, but I'm just not trying to see any drawdown on something that should be so immediate like this. Rather take a scratch break even on it than a red trade on something like that. I don't really have any regret on it. I figured that would happen, but I mean, that's why I took the trade, but it just wasn't doing it on my time. And it's dumb. Yeah, no, I figured it would, but it's got to even still like 70s here, but like this should be in 60s, 50s by now. Even still would have wicked me out. Like we're well past 50% of that trend. Like we should be picking up some volume and seeing this into the 50s here. It's just not working out how I wanted it to. Yeah. All right, I'm trying for the quick break under 70s here. Go break even immediate. I'm looking for like 20, 30 points. Maybe not yet. Let's wait till we get under 65. We'll see a wick here and then maybe go break even. I think we learned how to use the hotkey and I'm like using it a little prematurely because it's just so convenient. That's a better time now that we flipped on it. Cool. We're looking for 30 points here. I want to see 50s, 40s. Quick. Probably try to add here. Here's not giving me shit to work with. This isn't it. All right. I'm going to end the stream there. We took 3 break-even trades trying to catch this breakdown, and we literally just can't. We can't break more than 4 or 5 points without 15-point retracement, so it's brutal right now. I think direction is correct, but it's not a momentum breakout kind of trade for me. It's just not how it's working right now. Just a couple break even, paying some commissions and so forth. It's cool to be able to try a trade 3 or 4 times and be break even every time, but this is like you want to see volume and momentum to the downside right here, and it's not happening. I mean, I've tried the trade 3 or 4 times. If I try it again, it'll probably be a loss. I'm pretty lucky to get out break even every time. All right, one more time. I'm trying it. One more time. Win or lose, we're off. Win or lose, we're off. Here we go. Beautiful wick. All we got to do is break the low. Can we do that? All right, we're kicking it. All right, I'll see you on the next one, brother. Hey, we'll be live tonight. This market ain't it right now. Got no momentum behind it. The direction is correct, but it's not fitting my format. All right, I will see y'all in the next one. We'll be live tonight at like 7 p.m. I'm gonna go work on some I'm gonna go work on some other stuff. The direction's right. I just can't get in and just fucking be break even like I want to. This is just the slowest, most elderly grandma sell-off ever. Walker in hand. Too slow. Too slow. All right. I will see y'all tonight, 7 p.m.